Hey, I just realized I was wearing my pants backwards. So, that's great. You know what, I'm too lazy to change. So, today we were supposed to go to my grandmother's house, and we were going to not really celebrate Easter, but it's an excuse to go down there and see them, and we were going to sort through photo albums. Well, that got canceled, and before I get to why, I found some photo albums of our own in the basement, and I was looking through it just a little bit ago. Saw some pictures of me as a kid. It really makes me think, wow, I'm in high school. Time is going by. In a couple years, I'm gonna be out of high school. I'll probably still be doing this 2 years from now, and it's just gonna be wild. And who's to think 10, 20 years from now, I'll be looking back at this, that is, if YouTube's still around, let's hope it is, and thinking the same thing. Wow, I'm married. Anyway, it got canceled because, well, if you don't know what's been going on, but the tenant upstairs has been making some whack-ass accusations about my ma and us. She is mentally ill. She's bipolar. She's crazy. She's insane. First of all, today, she accused my mother of poisoning and killing my dad. She never knew my dad. She moved in no less than a year ago. She doesn't know us. She doesn't know anything about us. How the hell would she know anything about that? She's crazy. A couple months ago, she accused my ma of being a witch, casting black magic. And she thinks that my ma poisoned her food. The cops have been called several times, and she's been requested to get kicked out, but because she pleaded insanity, mentally ill, they're giving her some leeway. And at first, they took our side. You know, they were like, man, I'm sorry that you have to put up with this. But now, the more it goes on and the more these things keep happening, they're taking her side just because she can't help it. So my mom's getting all upset because the cops are starting to do a 180, even though we've done nothing wrong whatsoever. And it doesn't take much for my mother to be upset and to start crying. So this morning the cops were called, and she said those things, made up a bunch of lies, and my mom just broke down, and she was in no condition to go 45 minutes to an hour out to my grandmother's. Why'd my brother put a beanie on the top of my car? Well, anyway, and it's not just us that's been affected by her. She also threatened to burn down our neighbors' houses. And they're moving, by the way. The craziest of people end up living with us, I swear. In the past 4 years or so of us being here, we've had the worst of luck with people moving in. She was actually going to end up marrying my uncle, even though they only knew each other for about a month. They already had plans, and obviously that's not going to work out, or she's crazy. But to think that she was almost going to become family related to us, oh, that would have been a disaster and a half, I tell you. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do when the time comes, but I hate living with tenants. I really do. I've also been thinking a lot about friendships, grades, my life, my possible future, Emma. I've been thinking a lot about a lot of different things factoring in my head. I don't know what life is gonna throw at me next. It's been crazy. There's a lot you guys don't know, and over the course of me doing videos, I'll eventually tell you the full story. And even if most of my videos are just going to be me talking for a while, I still feel like it's a way for me to let my emotions and feelings out too, and to just interact and really just know that I'm not just talking to myself. And I don't care who views this. Willie, people at school, Ava, I don't care what people think of me. I'm just gonna speak from the heart, even if it is stupid, and I'm not just gonna be talking about depressing crap like this. I actually do have quite a bit of funny stories to tell about stuff that's happened to me, but life isn't funny right now. Life is, well, it's been rough. It really has. There's a U-Haul truck. Any money that's her upstairs. I was gonna tell a story about why we ended up moving here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that now. Son of a bitch. Speaking of photo albums, I'll show you that later. These two on the bottom were my brother, and these two on top were me. That's my brother. And there's my brother and I in the bathtub together. I guess I could show you a couple from this. That's my dad's Harley that he was gonna give to me when I turned 16, but my mom sold it for drugs after my dad died. But since then she's been off of it. Luckily, she's clean. There's my mom. There's me. I used to have blonde hair when I was a kid. Yeah, I was a grumpy little child. Oh, those are some pretty high quality photos of me. There's me on a bike. I like how that photo turned out. I really do. There's my dad potty training me when I was a kid.